Alright, ladies and gentlemen, Baron here. So what we're going to do is a little bit of carefree arcade action. I've actually never flown any of these planes in arcade, I don't think. I've recently kind of revisited arcade, just kind of for fun. It reminds me... Oh wait, that's not who I wanted to use. Jeez. Reminds me of the good old days, man, when I first started YouTubing and playing War Thunder. We would play arcade. And look at this, I mean, we got a full game. It should be awesome. It's been a while. See some planes, you know, I haven't gotten to fly in arcade, much less flown since the patch came out. And, yeah, so 80,000 subscribers, hit a recent milestone. It's pretty cool, pretty fun that we've reached this. And things, you know, it grows every day. So it's fun to kind of see all of that happen. And we've got some guys hanging up real high, but what I really wanted to talk about today was an idea that I discussed briefly in one of my other videos recently. But it's the whole concept of players versus environment. Now, something interesting is the new game Armored Warfare. When that comes out, player versus environment is going to be a pretty key component of that game. It's going to be plugged in. You know, you're going to be able to grind up your planes, level up, or excuse me, you're going to grind up tanks, level them up, get new ones, open up new ones, all of that. It's going to be a key component as well as player versus player. So it makes you wonder. And then I've also heard that World of Tanks is going to do the same. So my question is this. You've got Dornier escaping me, but you have, you know, World of Tanks, which doesn't have any AI in the game at all, right now anyway. And then Armored Warfare, which is a game that's not even out yet, and they're planning on doing it. And then you have War Thunder, and what do you have? You have AI-controlled ships, AI-controlled tanks, and AI-controlled planes, all of which are in the game already, all of which work, you know, decently well. Are they perfect? No. Could you put some time into it and do some, you know, make something good happen? Absolutely. So, my question is like, but the thing is, and people are like, oh, well, we already have PvE in the game, right? Yeah, we do, kind of. But it's, oh, well played, sir. But it's not like you can level up. You can open up new things. You know, and that's the real issue. And I wonder why not, because I think it would open up this for a lot more people. You know, this game. I think a lot more people would be interested in it. Let's get out of here. Hopefully that oh yeah, he got distracted, so we'll swoop back in. Got some hits, enemy kill assist, alright. Yeah, so you think about it, and I'm talking about like even kind of persistent player versus environment situations where you have, you know, like say a battle would take 2 to 3 hours. You could join in and leave whenever you wanted because there would be AI controlled units, tanks, planes, and aircraft able to fill in the gaps whenever, you know, there's not players joining, but people could join in at any time. Now, if you stayed for the whole thing, maybe you get like a really, really big bonus. But then you could choose what you wanted to do. Say you wanted to play a fighter and escort, you know, a couple of B-17 bombers that would every 15 minutes go out on a raid. You know, something like that. It would be kind of a bigger map, but you could kind of pick your spawn point, similar to like a battlefield type situation. You know, where over here, you know, it's planes versus planes. Over there, planes are tasked with attacking ground targets. I think it would be a lot of fun. Here we go. We got a Tupolev 2 here. So my question, I would like a lot of your feedback. I want to see what everyone's thinking right now. Oh, that's funny. That B-25 just going down. Critical hit. We'll take it. Boom. Wow. Like I just hammered into the rocks. You know, and or say you're a torpedo bomber and you're like, all right, you know, 30 minutes in, there's a carrier battle group coming in. So you could start out the battle and you're like, all right, I'm going to escort these bombers. Bomb this Japanese air base on this island over here. And it's like, then you have a timer that comes in. It's like, okay, at this time, the carrier battle group's moving in and you switch over to a torpedo bomber. And then you go after that. Stuff like that I think would be fun. Let's help our friend here. He's... missed. If he survived, we'll be the one to mop it up. Oh gosh. A lot of reds incoming. Should have capped that other guy. But we'll turn around and take him out. Doing pretty well. I've wondered, I'm like, man, I wonder if, like, being out of arcade so long, have I kind of lost, you know, the edge I had. And it doesn't really look like it. Doesn't really look like it at all. So, I mean, this is like, it's kind of carefree for me. So it's fun. It's a lot easier to do kind of these discussions, although there have been those moments where I've kind of just, you know, not said anything. Look at these guys. We got some bombers that are high in the score because of what they've done. Let's see what's going on over here. Enemy Focke-Wulf. Enemy bombers up high. So that's like kind of a grandiose, you know, idea for players versus environment. You could have shorter missions, but I think that would be perfect for that whole like dynamic campaign situation where like a battle could last an hour and you could change your roles and what you would do at any time. You know, you get shot down, you know, you go back up. You got to pay your repair fees and everything like that, so if you're not being productive, it would hamper you, right? But generally, this free-to-play game is based around you're rewarded for your performance, but this game isn't. It's all about players versus players, and that's all well and good. But I think this style of free-to-play kind of MMO style World War II combat game, World of Tanks, War Thunder, World of Warplanes, and even the modern equivalent of World of Tanks in Armored Warfare, it makes you wonder, don't you think that Gaijin could kind of lead the charge there? I think they have a pretty good opportunity there. They definitely are in the pole position. It's whether or not they act on it. I hope they do, because I think a lot of us would enjoy it. You know, we've already seen a lot of new game modes. We've got race and stuff like that. So if we go to, yeah, like this dynamic campaign, they have, let's do, all right, now I'm pretty sure, yeah, now we go to this, right? Well, now what would happen is, all right, so this is going to happen for 2 hours, right? And AI planes will be fulfilling all the roles unless players want to interact. Like, say there's 6 B-17s here taking off from an airfield, and they're going to go bomb a Japanese airfield over here. They have to cross all this area, and say there's a Japanese airbase here and here that are tasked with interdicting planes and doing patrols, things like that. You know, say there's amphibious landings, all this stuff kind of going on, you know, and even recreate huge battles like Pearl Harbor, the Battle of Stalingrad, stuff like that. It would be perfect. It would be amazing. So I wanted to get your thoughts on it. This is purely hypothetical, purely like what ifs. But Armored Warfare is going to have PvE, and from what I've been hearing, World of Tanks is adapting They are adapting. Thank you, Fluffy. I appreciate it. World of Tanks is adapting, and I think War Thunder is in the best. It has the best chance to adapt and really kind of lead the charge on players versus environment, because we already have artificially intelligent, controlled ships, tanks, and planes. So let me know what you guys think. Anyway, make sure to leave this video some love. I appreciate you all watching, and I'll see you guys soon.